What do you believe about what it takes to have a profitable, purposeful business? And what do you believe it takes to have a passionate, growth focused, romantic relationship? And do you believe that these two, relationship and business, can go together? Or do you have a belief that one needs to be sacrificed for the other? Do you believe you can have a great relationship, but you might need to put your business on the back burner? Or do you believe you must focus exclusively on your business and therefore put your relationship on the back burner? What we're going to explore today is, what do you believe, where do these beliefs come from, and how they're impacting not only your business but also your relationship, and what you can do to change that so that you can create a relationship and a business that is focused on growth, is full of ease, and is connected to your purpose. So the first thing to do is to list all the things that you have been taught, you have heard, you have believed about what it takes to run a profitable, purposeful business. And you might think you can't have that either, like profit and purpose. A lot of times there's this belief that profit is most important and purpose is second. Or vice versa. You can I used to work in the nonprofit arena, so it was, purpose, mission, and then, hopefully the money comes, or, it's always a struggle to get money. So think about that, and even look at examples in society where you see a lot of mission-driven businesses, perhaps, or nonprofits that are struggling, and explore really the impact of that. So what were you taught about what's possible for you in business? And can it be both? Can it be something that is truly your mission and at the same time provide for you, for your family, and beyond what is the basic needs? And then explore, what were some of the stories you were told? What were some of the conversations that were had in your household? And even as you grew up, what were some of the stories that you started to hear with your friend groups and maybe even in educational institutions, religious institutions? And then really start to think about how you've been running your business and which of those beliefs did you pick up. And there might be many along the way that are really driving your business, so that there is this sort of underlying sense of struggle of it's not okay to really make great money and serve a mission. And really explore, what were some of the beliefs about what it means to have a lot of money. And there could be a little bit of conflict for you there about, a person that wants to really truly live their mission through their business. Perhaps you have a belief that that person should not be wealthy or should be, sort of just barely making it, whatever it might be, that there might be some belief around it's selfish to be rich, or how can you say you're a mission-focused entrepreneur if you also desire riches? So explore that, because what we're going to do here is really get to the root of that. And then once you get to the root of that, what you can do is really explore, whose voices are telling you that it's not okay to be rich and successful and purely mission-driven. And once you start to see whose voices those are, you can then explore the same thing. Like, where did they learn that? And really, a lot of times it's coming from this place of they were taught a certain thing in order to be safe, to be accepted. Their parents, their educational institutions, whoever, their religious institutions thought they were doing what is best for them. And the entity or person telling them that, whether it was a mentor of yours growing up, or a caregiver, or a parent, whoever was telling your parents that also had someone tell them that. And it's just coming around to the idea that, everyone's doing the best they can. And unfortunately, sometimes their idea of what is safe and what is needed for them to protect you, so to speak, is often what keeps you stuck. And so when you can really bring it into the light so that you can see it doesn't need to run you anymore, you can release them, any blame, any resentment, any anger, really forgive them and know, it was not from, a negative intention. It wasn't, it wasn't done to keep you stuck. It was done to keep you, so to speak, safe, even though it has maybe evolved into keeping you stuck. But holding on to that is also keeping you stuck. So being able to release it so that you can make way for what is actually true and implant new beliefs and run your life from those new beliefs is what is needed here. So we're going to do the same thing with your relationship because they're intricately connected. So once you explore what you were taught about relationships, especially a lot of times for women, there's this, sort of push and pull between career and family or career and relationship. And for men too, a lot of times they do sacrifice, having a really incredible relationship because there's this belief around they have to be completely focused on their career. And it's not true. But again, it's exploring where do those beliefs come from. And they're definitely perpetuated and reinforced in society and by a lot of role models in the entrepreneur and business world. So again, explore what were the conversations and stories and even what you saw in your family about relationships and in your family, what you saw. Did you see, perhaps you had an uncle that worked all the time and never was around? Whatever stories you noticed, a lot of times you pick up on those even without someone having to tell you, because as children, we don't always listen, but we're always watching. And so you might have picked up on a belief just by watching what was going on around you. And again, once you bring that belief to the light, can release it, clean the slate, so to speak, then what you can see is, okay, so what do I want to believe about relationships and business? And what beliefs do I want to run my business on? What beliefs do I want my relationship to be founded on? Because how you are in both your relationship and your business, they're parallels. So once you can start to see that, then you can start to implant beliefs and operate from new beliefs that support you having a successful, thriving, mission-focused business that is profitable and an incredible romantic relationship that is growth-focused as well. And both of these can operate from a space of ease instead of struggle, which is against a lot of what society wants us to believe and what a lot of the images that we're seeing about what it takes to have both a relationship that is growth focused and a business that is also growing. So the cool thing here is once you start to see how you want to be running your business and really thinking about, especially since you are running a mission focused business, your business truly is a reflection of you. And so think about you. So bringing in those traits of the things that you admire the most about yourself into your business and into your relationship. Because how you are being anywhere is how you are being everywhere, of course. So one thing that can help if you're feeling like this is a little bit cloudy still is to explore what area of your life do you feel like has always been easy for you. Just you never had to think about it, you never worried about it, just felt like it was always something that just came natural to you. So for me, it was always athletics that, I could get up off the couch and go run up a mountain even if I hadn't been running for months. Like I just never thought, oh, wow, it's going to be really hard. I better not do that. I better train. I would just get up and do it. Because I developed that belief that it was easy, it became easy. And the same thing can be true. So what you can do is take that area of your life that's been just super easy, never been a challenge for you. It's just been full of joy and a place where you don't spend time worrying and you don't have any anxiety. You don't have any judgments a lot of times. It's just a place where you really feel free. So think about who you are in that place. Think about what you believe about yourself in that place. And then think about how you feel and what you do in that place. And then borrow that belief, borrow that version of you and bring it into that area of your life where you're feeling a little bit of stickiness. So that could be your relationship, it could be your business, it could be both. And really think about, okay, so this me, how would that me be in my relationship? How would that me be in my business? How would I wouldn't be worrying. I wouldn't be anxious. I wouldn't have all this judgment. As that person, what are the actions you would start taking? What are the beliefs that you would continue to implant? And what are the thoughts that would occupy most of your your space and your mind instead of those thoughts of worry and anxiety. And then the cool thing is, as you start taking actions from that space of ease, what you start to do is you start to reinforce the belief that, of course, my business gets to be easy. Of course, my relationship is easy. Of course, they're both growing. And of course, they're a reflection of me as the highest version of me. That's the way it gets to be, because that's what I'm choosing, not only to believe, but to take actions as that person, so that I'm also continuing to demonstrate those beliefs in real time, which further reinforces and proves those beliefs to be true. And of course, if you want to continue to build this belief, is you can look for examples. There are examples of people that have an incredible business and an incredible relationship. So even looking to those to see, of course, if it's true for them, it can be true for me. They're not that different from me. They're not special. They don't have access to, some magic formula that I don't have access to. And as you start to do that, then you'll notice, of course, your energy shifts, which means your business shifts, your relationship shifts, and you do begin to operate from a completely different space. So it's amazing. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this. So put your thoughts in the comments. If you are not a subscriber, I'd love to have you join me here more often. And when you're ready as a soul-led entrepreneur to really bring your business to that place that is, ready, really getting your mission out there in a bigger way and receiving in a bigger way, and being able to navigate how that changes your relationship, because your relationship will change as you begin to take different actions in your business. Reach out to me. I'll put a link in the comments and you can reach out to me and we can talk about what it looks like to work together. And I would love to support you in not only bringing your mission into the world in a bigger way, because the world needs it now more than ever, and being able to grow a business while being in a beautiful relationship that supports that growth is one of the most incredible things you could ever experience. So let's talk about what that looks like and let's get that going for you. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.